It started as an ordinary spring evening in South Carolina, but within minutes, it turned into a nightmare. Bethany Hastings and her 2 young children, Lainey, 4, and Wesley, 2, were about to play outside after dinner when they noticed their elderly neighbor, who suffers from dementia, wandering into their driveway. Concerned, Bethany decided to help. She loaded her children and the woman onto their golf cart to safely escort her home, unaware that danger was waiting ahead. When they reached the neighbor's yard, Bethany saw that the front door was open and the neighbor's pit bull had gotten outside. Before she could react, the dog leapt into the golf cart. "My son was sitting next to me, between me and the lady, and my daughter was on the back seat," Bethany recalled. "He looked at me, then my son, and lunged at him twice. I got between them, but then my daughter screamed, and he went around to her and pulled her to the ground." Bethany fought to restrain the pit bull, holding it down while her children cried for help. They lived in a rural area, and it took more than 10 minutes before anyone arrived. Finally, a neighbor driving by noticed the chaos and stopped. He took the children into his truck, Bethany said, and about 5 minutes later another neighbor showed up and took the dog from me. Soon after, EMS and animal control arrived at the scene. Looking back, Bethany said she was still in shock. "I didn't even know what was happening," she recalled. "I looked at my son and said, 'Did you just bite my kid?' And that's when the dog lunged a second time." She explained that her family had been around the neighbor's dog many times before. "We weren't strangers to him," she said. "Every other interaction had been fine." The attack left Bethany searching for answers. "There's no telling what provoked him," she said. "I've thought about it a million times and can't think of anything we did to cause it." All 3 family members suffered injuries. Bethany and her son recovered with minor wounds, but Lainey's injuries were far more severe. She required multiple days in the hospital for treatment to her face and jaw. Doctors warned of possible nerve damage that could affect her facial movement for years. "She's feeling well," Bethany said of her daughter. "Every day she gets a little more facial control on her left side." They were worried about nerve damage, and that's something we'll have to monitor over the next year. It may require more procedures or even muscle grafts so she can smile and move that side of her face again. Despite the trauma, Lainey's recovery has been remarkable. Her mother says she's in good spirits and has even started playing again in their backyard. Still, the little girl remains cautious about being outdoors. "That's something we'll just have to work through together," Bethany said softly. In sharing her story, Bethany hopes to raise awareness about dog safety and responsibility. "I wish I had looked up and noticed the open doorway sooner," she reflected. "But even then, the dog wasn't tethered, he would have come out to the road. There wasn't much I could have done." Authorities later confirmed to NBC affiliate WYFF in Greenville, South Carolina, that the pit bull was euthanized following the attack. Bethany says her family is focusing on healing and on helping others understand how quickly an ordinary day can change forever.